Hi Steve, how are you, mate? Firstly, I just want to sort of apologise and say, how very sorry I am for not getting the check-in on time. It's been a bit of a nightmare, couple of days with the internet going down, and then the fact that I had to drive to Newcastle because my sister was having a biopsy, and they thought she might have something called Paget's disease, which is some sort of breast cancer, but it's all clear now, so that's all good. So I'm just in Newcastle. Hopefully, I'll get some photos in, and they won't be too bad. And yeah, and then obviously the lighting will be slightly different because it will be a different scenario next time. So sorry about that. I want to keep the consistency, but on this occasion couldn't be helped. Just want to get things back to you as soon as possible. So yeah, I hope you're well. This week's gone well. Hunger has been okay. Some days it's been, but I mean, you did sort of touch on this last week. Maintaining my body weight at this sort of weight, probably the first time I've sort of done it, and which will be why I'm a little bit more hungry than normal. Getting to that settling point is and get my body used to that. So one more week of deloads and maintenance, and then starts cutting. So exciting, really. See what changes we can make, and then you were saying, with the changes of volume and the calorie deficit, might see a bit of a recomposition. I think I've already seen something similar to that, because I'll tell you for why. My legs are still quite lean, but I feel soft in my abdomen. My legs seemed to come in later last time I cut, so maybe a little tiny bit of a recomposition already to where the fat distributes. So maybe, I think you were saying you hoped sort of with the increased volume and the calorie deficit that there would be a bit of a recomp. So let's hope we can get some good changes. I think it has been a good sort of 4 weeks. I think it's been needed, really. Like, I think I feel ready to go now. I don't know if I could have, maybe I could have done, sort of maintained what I was doing before. I was doing a lot, and I did ask a few people, and they did sort of reiterate what you were saying. God, you're doing a lot of cardio, and I do admit that I am probably one of those people that is probably going to need more cardio than others, because I do. You can see it when I'm prepping and I'm full on in a prep. I start slowing down. I don't gesticulate as much with my hands. I look like a zombie. Some people, I know, sail through it fine, and then they keep their neat up. But I think I am a person who you can notice slow down every sort of function, and whether we mitigate that with, you put the diet breaks in and stuff, and see if we can avoid that this time with my deficit, then let's do all we can, I suppose. But yeah, I have noticed that before when I've been in cutting phases. I can't say I've been terribly lean, but lean enough to notice that. But yeah, so training's going well. I mean, the weights are going up. I'm feeling strong. Hopefully I'll be able to maintain that with a bit more volume, so that'll be a good challenge, and a bit more time back in the gym. So yeah, training's been fine, absolutely fine. Eating's been fine, keeping to my macros, been able to eat out a little bit, trying to get that anxiety right down, and enjoying this time. The anxiety of sort of eating out and doing what I want, well, not doing what I want, but being looser until I've become quite tight again when we start the dieting. Not that I've been that I've really gone crazy or anything, but just going out to a restaurant where the macros would be less calculated, even if they're on, than if you made your own home cooked meal, that sort of thing. So yeah, I mean, I think you can still eat out on a cut and a deficit. suppose, as the calories. I think being a big person, I'm quite lucky in the sense that hopefully I'll be cutting on quite high macros. I mean, and not that I want to, but I think you can get away with a little bit more than you can if you're a small female, in regards to going out and stuff. But obviously, I'll try and be tighter with stuff. So looking forward to a bit more rigid tracking. So yeah, that should be good. Excited for that. Trying to think what else really. Stress has been about the same really. There's not really been much additionally happening to me. Obviously, stress with my sister the last couple of days because she hasn't really told anyone in the family. So because I'm medical and stuff, she thought. But yeah, so that was stressful, but that's over with now. But other than that, not really too much stress there. Trying to keep that down. Obviously, I don't want to retain any water. I want to give an accurate representation of my weight. So yeah, so hopefully trying to keep the stress down. Might be a bit different when I start work and I'm back in doing full-time hours. Maybe the stress will go up, but the stress is not too bad. I've got a few things going on, but nothing too exciting or of note. Yeah, physique. I don't know. I feel a little bit like I've lost a little bit of condition, as much as I had anyway. But what I do feel is I feel more full. I think I've kept my legs quite well, because I was getting quite flat in some of my older pictures. So I'm quite full. I don't think I'm spilling over too much, and yeah. So hopefully my body's relaxed and ready to go again. So I'm trying to think what else really is happening this week with the physique. So, but yeah, I think I've actually, even though the volume has been quite low, I think I have gained a little bit of muscle back because I do look a lot bigger. I think, and I think I did lose a little bit of muscle in the last prep or the last stage of the prep, and it's hard to know, isn't it? Because you always look bigger when you have a little bit of fat in there as well, so it makes the muscles appear a bit fuller and a bit bigger. So I mean, I'm sure you'll give me your view on what you're thinking I'm looking like and stuff. So yeah, looking forward to that. And yeah, I can't really think of anything else other than what I've said. So thanks very much for allowing me to check in at this time, and sorry about, I don't want to mess you around, at any time. We'll get our schedule sorted 100%, but yeah, these last few days haven't been ideal, and I suppose that sometimes happens in life, but yeah, great to check in, and look forward to hearing your feedback, and I'll speak to you soon, buddy. Cheers, bye bye.